Hello everybody and welcome to episode 2 of Collector Chassis Story Behind the Collector. Collector Chassis is a site where you can showcase your cars, you can spectate, and you can buy and sell your cars. We give you a collection page and you can put as many cars on there as you want, share them with the community, and then when you want to sell them you simply click Auction My Vehicle and you begin the auction process. Today we're going to interview Fred Nicoltra, and he's got an amazing collection of Ferraris, he's got Mercedes, and he's got Rolls Royce, and we're going to talk to him about his collection and what's special about it. I'd like to introduce everybody to Fred. Fred has an amazing collection of cars, Mercedes, Ferrari, Rolls Royce, and we're going to talk to him about his background, what makes these cars special, and why he chose them. Fred, could you please come over here and introduce yourself?
Buongiorno. My name is Fortunato, my Italian name. Fred is initial, in the middle to make it short, and Nicoltra. I'm really 54 years old, American, and 67 in Italy, because I came here when I was 13, so I'm in this country 54 years. God bless America.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. Well, let's talk a little bit about your collection here. So, you got some absolutely stunning cars. What makes them special? Why did you choose them? When did you get into car collecting? Maybe we should start there.
Yeah, well, ever since a little boy, I've been following been appassionato of the Italian, especially the Ferrari brand, through its history and everything. So, you know, I think I'm 67. I think I've been following it 60 years. I've been going to all the car shows in the world. I've been there, and I did the Targa Florio. I had the pleasure of doing that 5 years ago, which I did the Mille Miglia as a guest. So I've been, should I say, the Super Bowl of the Italian, of the sport car world.
Well, you've got a great taste in cars, and we're going to take each one of these out and look at them individually, and you can tell us what makes each one of them special.
This is the first year production, 1955 190 SL. Flew to Germany with my friend, and I bought this, and they did the whole thing, rotisserie, upside down.
Well, this is beautiful. So this is all leather interior.
Yeah, blue
leather.
Yeah.
I love that steering wheel.
I have the original in my den. I have the white one, the original one.
Oh no, that's really
But
sharp.
this is like from the Mille Miglia era, and also this is 1955. This is the first year out of the car. That they introduced this at the New York Auto Show 1954.
And you know, from here, Fred, I'm looking at the dashboard, and it's just jewelry. I mean, it's so beautiful the way it even wraps around. And I love the exhaust. Is that the standard exhaust?
No, this is an ANSA exhaust.
Okay.
Market. You remember ANSA?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is an ANSA. It gets a little more. This is a 2000 really, and then they released it as 2001 Barchetta. This was, limited production as they do. So this car, they took the top off and everything, and to put the top on this thing, you got to be an engineer, which I'm not. So I even give it up. I have a car covered in plastic in case. And when you put it on, it looks like a Ferrari with a head on. It doesn't look too pretty. In Germany, he had a car number 7, a red one, and he's sort of an engineer. He came out with the idea, if you follow me, to reproduce. He made his own hardtop.
Oh, very nice.
He made his own hardtop, and look the style of the hardtop. Look. That reminds you maybe a future. Say, do you see a little 599 in there? The roof line.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's glass in the back. That's beautiful. So what's this made out of?
This is fiberglass.
Okay.
So this gentleman, he made 50 of this, and he charged 20,000 euro, which was €1 million. And then he sold the other ones. And I heard about this. I was in Florida a few years back. I was in Boca Raton in one beautiful, I don't remember, this gentleman has a museum talking about cars. And he goes, you know, I had a Barchetta, really? Yeah, I sold it, but you might be interested in something. I said, what? I got the top. You have the top? So I
Because there was no limited production, of course, of these, right?
They only made 50.
Yeah.
And this was aftermarket, was not a Ferrari thing.
Yeah.
And so I said, I'll go to the bank, I get some cash. I went, it wasn't red, I had it, and I brought it to Mario, selling son, auto body, the best. They're in Brooklyn, also Park, they're the greatest. They do all my cars, Mario and his father Sal. And they painted and they made it beautiful. Mm-hmm. And what's so good about this, he made it that all the loops, everything, everything screws off to the original one. So,
okay, nice.
So that's the way he designed this. See, this hooks up to the back, this is the front, so you plug it in, boom. So, and I had with the top up, I had her up to 100 miles an hour, no problem.
And it just was solid?
Solid.
Didn't vibrate?
Nothing. And you can put the air conditioning, you don't have to worry about if it rains.
Yeah.
And now you have a coupe.
Awesome. How many miles are on this car?
4,000, just turned 4,000.
Okay.
And I like to put always in my car, you know, the cocoa mats. I think it complements the car, you know, gives the the sort of going back in time, you know, cocoa. I love those cocoa mats.
I do too.
Yeah.
And then this is carbon fiber,
Oh
right?
yes, carbon fiber, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's a carbon fiber seat.
Yeah.
And that was back in what year?
2000.
Which was pretty advanced to have
Yeah.
carbon fiber
Yeah.
on your seat back then.
2000.
And then just that beautiful 12-cylinder
Yeah.
engine
Yeah.
is just a piece of
Yeah.
art.
Yeah.
And I really like, these are really cool because you have the vents here,
Yeah,
and then they go
right
into
out.
the hood.
Yeah.
So this scoop
Yeah.
feeds those vents that come in here to
Right.
keep the cold air coming into that engine so you get maximum performance. That's just a piece of, and you keep it so clean, Fred. You must be out here every night.
Now I'll have a nice garage. By the way, this was my wife. She just gave me a beautiful party, and this was another party she gave me when I turned 50. And she had a gentleman. That's a mural, by the way. It's not.
Oh, it is a mural?
Yes. Come. This is not a vinyl. Nothing. This guy is unbelievable. This is a mural.
Wow.
The guy is unbelievable.
Car number 3 from your collection, Fred, and you want to tell us about the year, make, and model of this particular car.
Well, Testarossa they introduced in '54, and they have a three series. They have the original, this is the middle, 512 PR, and then they have the 512M, which they only made 75. This they made about, I think, 1100, and they say this is the best series, the one in the middle. And the difference between this, the original is the engine, they went from 385 horsepower to 425 horsepower. And they did some of the suspensions and the transmission, they made it. But the most important change in the car, if you come around, is the seats. what happened is before the console in the middle used to be very big and large, so the seat used to be all the way out. They were on the Testarossa, this is not here. It's only here, and the seat is over here. So when you're driving, your left foot is on top of the wheel.
Interesting.
And when you're driving, you're driving sideways because now you got the 3 pedals to the right, and the seat is over here, and you're driving like this. I mean, I don't think it's a lot of fun.
No, that would, especially if you're driving longer than 10 minutes, right?
So I think that's the biggest improvement on the car, and I think it's beautiful. The car, it's a 92, it's going to be, 30 years old. It is 30 years old, and you know what? I think it still looks beautiful. You might want to look at my plate. I think it's very original. and that's legal, too.
That's great.
You like that?
Yeah. The fourth car in your wonderful collection, and can you tell us more about this one, the year, make, model?
Yes, this followed the era of the Dino. So basically the Dino was discontinued in 75 or 74, I think. And then there was 1 year, I don't think they did any. And then they came out in 76, they came out with the 308. And they only came with carburetor, 4 carburetor. And the original one, I think they made 115 pieces. Since they were in factory, wasn't ready. Those are made of vetro resina, fiberglass. The first one, the first 115. And then in 1977, they discontinued that. They made this same engine, same car. The only thing, this car is made of aluminum and steel, not fiberglass. And then you have the 308, then it came out with Inizione, with the full injection in 1980. And then in 1985, they came out with the 328, because this is a 2.9 liter engine. They call it 3 liter, but which is really 2.9, 245 horsepower. And the 328 is a 3.2 liter. That's why they call it like that, 275 horsepower. And sort of, and everything is original on this car. It has 5,000 miles. Now,
wow. So how did you acquire this car? This had to be a tough car to acquire, right? They're rare?
Yes. I got to share this story because I cried when I bought this. I have paperwork. So a friend of mine calls me Monday night and says, I'm in Merrick, neck of the woods. I'm seeing this car. This fellow called me to buy the car. And I see the car, and I think that people know you. Why didn't you buy it? I said, I don't know nothing about it. So make a story short, I go there same night, and I go see the car. And the lady she wants $75,000 because she said, my husband bought the car new, and he told me I need life insurance. This would have been my life insurance. A little cheap.
And how many years ago was that, Fred?
Cheap life insurance. 1977, he bought the car. So he wanted a brand new Ferrari. He didn't care because he got the letter, this, and that. But it's an history here. This car, in order the gentleman to buy this car, he sold 3 cars. In 1983, he bought a brand new Dino for $24,000. Nice. And he had 2 trade-ins. You standing up?
Yeah.
The trade-in was a 1967 330 GTS for $15,000.
Uh-huh.
A 1965 Mustang Shelby.
Uh-huh.
$5,000 trade-in, and he put down $4,000.
Oh boy.
Then he bought this for $31,000 in '77, and he bought this for $31,000. And of course, they gave him for the Dino, they gave him $24,000. So it had come up to the plate another $7,000.
Oh. His timing is way off.
So I told the lady, you got the 75.
Yeah.
I'm not taking a penny off.
And I noticed you have this canvas cover here. Is this your trunk then?
Yes, yeah. Oh, I gotta show you the front, how beautiful it is.
Oh yeah, and there's his secret for keeping the car clean.
Yeah. And
You know, Fred, you could get a set of clubs in there actually.
yeah, you could. Yeah. Small club.
Yeah.
Look at the front. You're gonna love the front.
Oh my goodness.
You ready for this? You ready for this? You open the other side.
Okay.
We're doing it together.
The original? Look at that. Now these are the Michelin.
Yeah.
Boy, those are beautiful. That is the original spare, folks. How old is that spare?
77.
Wow.
But you see the way they enclose it? See how
Yeah.
beautiful it is? Look, the details. See how nice it is?
Mm-hmm. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Fred, it's been fantastic looking at your collection. Thank you so much for sharing it with us today. We just thoroughly enjoyed it, and then ultimately getting a ride or getting to drive your Alpha Quadrifoglio.
Did you like it?
Well, yeah.
Did you use the paddle?
Yeah, a very fast car. So, thank you so much, and you know, thank you very much for the hat. I'm going to change hats right now. And
I'll put mine
this,
on too.
This is a restaurant that's very near and dear to Fred, and enabled him to build this fine collection of cars.
Right. Yes.
Thanks, Fred, for everything.
Thank you, gentlemen. It's been a pleasure, and I didn't expect it. This is more than I wished for. Thank you very much.